Your heartbeat is 60 to 100 beats per minute. Your cat's purr is 25 to 50 hertz. There's a connection. When your cat sleeps on your chest, they're not just seeking warmth. They're positioning themselves over a rhythmic sound source that their nervous system recognizes as safe. And that choice, to sleep on the most vulnerable part of your body while they're in their most vulnerable state, is one of the strongest attachment signals a cat can give. Most explanations stop at "they like warmth" or "it's comfortable." And those things are true, but they don't explain why the chest specifically. Why not your lap, your legs, your side? All of those offer warmth and comfort, but only your chest offers a heartbeat. Let's start with where this behavior comes from. Kittens nurse on their mother's belly. When they're nursing, they're pressed against her chest and abdomen, and while they nurse, they hear and feel her heartbeat. That heartbeat is paired with safety, warmth, food, and comfort. The association forms early, in the first few weeks of life. The mother cat's heartbeat becomes an auditory anchor. It signals to the kitten, "You are safe. Predators are not near. Your needs are being met." Relax. This is why kittens who are separated from their mothers too early, before 8 weeks, sometimes struggle with anxiety. They didn't get enough time to fully internalize that heartbeat safety association. The neural pathway wasn't reinforced long enough. Adult cats retain this association. When they encounter a rhythmic sound that mimics a heartbeat, their nervous system responds. The amygdala registers it as a safety signal. Cortisol drops. The parasympathetic nervous system activates. The body enters a rest state. Your heartbeat does this. When your cat sleeps on your chest, they're hearing and feeling your heartbeat, and their nervous system is processing it the same way it processed their mother's heartbeat as a kitten. This rhythm means safety. That's the first reason. Now let's break down the mechanism. Reason 1, your heartbeat as a rhythmic pacifier. Your resting heart rate is typically between 60 and 100 beats per minute. That translates to roughly 1 to 1.7 beats per second. This is a predictable, steady rhythm. And predictable rhythms have a calming effect on the nervous system. Research on auditory entrainment shows that rhythmic sounds can synchronize with physiological processes, heart rate, breathing, even brainwave patterns. When your cat hears your heartbeat, their own heart rate and breathing can entrain to it. They sync up. This synchronization creates a physiological bond. Your cat's body is literally matching rhythm with yours. This reduces their stress response because the rhythm signals stability. Irregular or erratic sounds trigger vigilance. Steady rhythms trigger relaxation. Some cats will even adjust their breathing to match the rise and fall of your chest. You breathe in, they rise. You breathe out, they sink. This isn't conscious mimicry. It's their body responding to the rhythm of your body. And here's the important part. This only works if the cat trusts you. If the bond isn't there, your heartbeat won't register as a safety signal. It'll just be noise. The cat won't seek it out. So when your cat chooses to sleep on your chest, they're choosing to synchronize with you. That's attachment expressed through physiology. Reason 2, core body heat and warmth concentration. Your chest is one of the warmest parts of your body. Your core body temperature is maintained by your heart, lungs, and major organs, all located in your torso. Your extremities, arms, legs, hands, feet are typically cooler because they're farther from the core. Cats are heat seekers. Their optimal ambient temperature is higher than ours, around 30 to 36 degrees Celsius compared to our 20 to 22 degrees Celsius. They're constantly managing thermoregulation, and one of the easiest ways to stay warm is to find an external heat source. Your chest offers concentrated warmth. When your cat lies on your chest, they're absorbing heat directly from your core. This is more efficient than lying on your lap or against your side, where heat dissipates more quickly. But here's the key. Warmth alone doesn't explain the chest preference. If warmth were the only factor, your cat would sleep on any warm surface. A heating pad, a sunny spot, a pile of laundry fresh from the dryer. But many cats who have access to those options still choose your chest, which means warmth is necessary but not sufficient. The chest offers something more, and that something is the combination of warmth plus heartbeat. The two signals together create a specific sensory environment that mimics the nursing experience. Warm body, rhythmic sound, safety. This is why some cats will only sleep on your chest when they're deeply relaxed or mildly stressed. If they're in a neutral state, they might choose another warm spot. But if they're seeking comfort after a stressful event, during illness, when they're feeling vulnerable, they go to your chest, because that's where the strongest safety signals are concentrated. Reason 3, height advantage and vulnerability override. When your cat sleeps on your chest, they're choosing an elevated position. Your chest is higher than the bed surface, higher than your legs, higher than the floor. And for cats, height equals safety. In the wild, cats use elevation to avoid ground-based threats. Climbing a tree, perching on a rock, sleeping on a high branch, all of these reduce vulnerability. Height gives cats a tactical advantage. They can see threats approaching. They can escape more easily. They're harder to reach. Your chest offers a height advantage in a domestic context. The cat is above the bed surface. They're positioned on top of you, which means they're harder to approach by anything on the ground level. This isn't paranoia. This is instinct. But here's what makes chest sleeping remarkable. To sleep on your chest, your cat has to override their vulnerability instinct. Sleep is the most vulnerable state. Senses dulled. Reaction time slow. Escape routes limited. When your cat sleeps on your chest, they're not just accepting vulnerability. They're maximizing it. They can't escape quickly from that position. If a threat appears, they're trapped under their own body weight, pinned by the softness of your chest, restricted by the need to navigate over you to reach the ground. For a cat to choose this position, their amygdala has to be so confident in your safety signal that it overrides the vulnerability calculation. They've decided you're not just safe to be near, you're safe enough to be completely defenseless on top of. That's maximum trust. Now let's talk about when cats choose the chest. Not every cat who bonds with you will sleep on your chest, and cats who do sleep on your chest don't do it all the time. The behavior is context dependent. Cats are more likely to sleep on your chest when they're seeking active comfort. After a stressful event, a vet visit, a loud noise, a change in routine. When they're mildly ill or in pain. When they're cold. When you've been away for an extended period. These are moments when the cat's cortisol is elevated or their need for safety is heightened. The chest position offers the strongest sensory reassurance. Heartbeat, warmth, elevation, proximity, all in one location. Cats are less likely to sleep on your chest when they're in a neutral state or when they're seeking independence. If the cat is calm, not stressed, and the environment is stable, they might choose a different sleeping spot. At your feet, on the bed beside you, in their own space. This doesn't mean the bond is weaker. It means the cat doesn't need the maximum safety signal right now. They're managing fine with baseline proximity. Some cats will start on your chest and then move. They'll sleep there for 20 to 30 minutes, absorb the heartbeat and warmth, reduce their cortisol, and then relocate to a less restrictive position. This is normal. They used your chest for regulation, got what they needed, and moved on. Other cats will stay for hours. They're deeply bonded. They find the position maximally comfortable, and they have no desire to move. This is also normal. It's a stronger expression of the same behavior. Now, when should you redirect chest sleeping? Most of the time, chest sleeping is harmless. But there are a few scenarios where redirection is appropriate. First, if your cat's weight is restricting your breathing. Large cats, over 6 to 7 kilograms, can create pressure on your chest that makes breathing uncomfortable, especially if you have respiratory issues or sleep apnea. If you wake up feeling like you can't breathe deeply, redirect the cat to your side or your legs. Second, if the cat is disrupting your sleep by moving, kneading, or repositioning constantly. Some cats can't settle on the chest. They shift, knead, adjust, and wake you up repeatedly. If this is happening, the chest position isn't working for mutual rest. Redirect to a spot where the cat can settle without disturbing you. Third, if you're recovering from chest surgery, have a chest injury, or have a medical condition that makes pressure on the chest painful or dangerous. In these cases, redirect immediately. Your cat will adjust. The bond won't break. How to redirect? Gently move the cat to an alternative position beside you, at your feet, on a pillow near your head, while providing gentle petting or reassurance. Don't push them away abruptly. Guide them to a nearby spot where they can still be close to you. Over time, they'll learn the new preferred location. Now let's talk about cats who never sleep on your chest. If your cat doesn't sleep on your chest, it doesn't mean they're not bonded. It means one of three things. First, they prefer a different sleeping position. Some cats like the security of sleeping between your legs. Some prefer your feet. Some like to sleep against your side. Each position offers different combinations of warmth, proximity, and security. The absence of chest sleeping doesn't indicate the absence of attachment. Second, they're too independent to seek that level of closeness. Some cats have avoidant attachment styles. They bond, but they maintain more physical distance. They don't need the rhythmic reassurance of a heartbeat because they're managing their stress independently. Third, they find the chest position physically uncomfortable. Large cats, heavy cats, or cats with joint issues might find the curved surface of the chest difficult to balance on. They choose flatter, more stable surfaces. None of these are problems. They're variations in how cats express attachment. But if your cat used to sleep on your chest and has stopped, that's worth noticing. Sudden changes in sleeping position can indicate stress, illness, pain, or a shift in the bond. If the change is accompanied by other behavioral shifts, appetite, grooming, litter box use, a vet visit is warranted. So here's what we've covered. When your cat sleeps on your chest, they're seeking three things: the rhythmic safety signal of your heartbeat, the concentrated warmth of your core body heat, and the height advantage your torso provides. The position requires maximum trust because it maximizes vulnerability. Cats choose the chest when they're seeking active comfort, after stress, during illness, when cortisol is elevated. They're less likely to choose it when they're in a neutral state. You should redirect chest sleeping if it restricts your breathing, disrupts your sleep, or creates medical risk. Otherwise, allow it. If your cat doesn't sleep on your chest, that's normal. They bond differently. But if they stop suddenly, investigate. Your cat isn't just looking for a warm spot. They're seeking a specific sensory environment that mimics the safety they felt as a kitten. And when they find it on your chest, they're telling you something. You are their safe base. If this changed how you see your cat's sleeping position, hit the like button. And subscribe. We're breaking down cat behavior through neuroscience every week. And here's a question for you. Does your cat sleep on your chest? How long do they stay there? A few minutes, an hour, all night? Drop a comment. I'm curious about the patterns.